I just started up the stream and pretty much got immediately attacked. Right upon loading my save file, I got immediately attacked by a giant panda. I didn't even have time to move myself anywhere on the map before this just ran into me. Okay, that does... Whenever enchanted creatures dealt damage, its controller puts that many squirrel tokens into play. Right, now that I seem to know what's going on, yes. Rancor and... Yeah, there's definitely some good stuff in that hand there, that's for sure. Okay, Mana Leak, the Eidolon of Blossoms at least. Yeah, that we definitely want to do. Yeah, since we're like on our 4th or 5th turn of the game, let's play this. Yeah, clearly I have just better creatures than he does. Should go without saying. Oh, speaking of, yeah, having better creatures. Oh, there's Ragavan. Two squirrel tokens, that is fine. Rancor, attach the squirrel token. Still clearly not attacking, though. Well, Ragavan's just gonna, like, die to one of the squirrels at this point, surely now. Yeah, that will just end the game. A little bit of a slow start, but once I got going alright. There's Sir Donovan already purchased some stuff, and I need to still find his caravan. Assuming I want to repeat that quest again, because I did do that in a previous Forge Adventure playthrough, or as much of it as I could, before, like, the quest just stopped working. What's in here, maybe? I believe it's been a while since I've been poking around some random dungeons, so I think we'll do that again. Don't really think I've poked around a lot of these in too long. So we'll just poke around a few of these too. Is that supposed to be a deer? Elk. Close enough, I guess. Yeah, I believe we can keep this hand. Plain cycle, and then that's just going to get me something that can make white mana. You gain 4 life. Activate this ability only if you control a Yongu Planeswalker. Okay, whatever that is. Gift of Growth. In response to that, before that, Gift of Growth resolves, I'll just lightning bolt that. And then cast Aragorn and become the Monarch. Alright, another white deer. I'll just... yeah, put that back into his hand. I don't see why not. I mean, of course I know that's there. I already put that back into his hand anyways. Already are the Monarch, but Palace Jailer entering is just gonna make this go away. Attack for 6. And then just, again, pass it on back. Out of cards already. I see. I just have a feeling, because I didn't really have to try too hard, I'm not gonna get much. I really didn't get much there. Yeah, against these weaker enemies, it really just feels like it's, yeah, slim pickings. Is that a skunk? Oh, a badger. I'm gonna turn that into a plateau, and then pass it on back to him. Tap Forest for Charging Badger. How predictable. Let's play Wall of Omens. That's a pretty nice draw. Sadly, I'm not going to be running through this without just losing Ragavan to the Charging Badger. I guess in the meantime, just play Aragorn. Okay, he has to attack to make my creatures unblockable. I've never seen that before. Something to do with attacking, and if it's not blocked, you may choose to instead have it deal damage or remove some cards from my graveyard from the game. And maybe gain some life, too. I just wanted to see if I took anything good off the top of his deck. I need... yeah, I don't think I'll be casting that. I can counter this, so let's do that. Might as well play another creature with the extra mana I still had. All right. Yeah, I can just steal that off Ragavan, apparently. And yeah, in case I also needed a true name Nemesis, I got that too. Alright, search for more lands. I guess I'll just win here at this point. That was pretty good back in 1995 anyways. Yeah, when it came to like strong green creatures that don't cost too much mana, Giant Badger was actually like a really good deal back in the day. In terms of like how much mana you sink into it. You get a creature that's a 2/2 normally, but when you block with it, it becomes a 4/4 for 3 mana. But yeah, obviously by 2026 standards, this is nowhere near good enough to make the cut. Yeah, back in the day, I think that kicked ass. So there's the Alpha Wolf. What is this enchantment it starts with? At the beginning of combat on your turn, target wolf or werewolf you control gets +2/+2 whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn. Create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Plateau, Sol Ring, pass. And I'll leave 1 mana up for a Force Spike. Never mind. I'll leave mana up for Memory Lapse. And Force Spike. Okay, I can counter it while it's on the stack. Okay. I can probably deal with that too. Or simply just prevent it from ever blocking, as long as I can just stay the Monarch. I'll Memory Lapse that. Oh, we're gonna move to combat. Doesn't have trample or anything. Block. And then... I'll just take the True Name Nemesis. Might as well exile Senu while I do the block, though. Alright, we're also gonna get Senu back and attacking as well. Yeah, so I see Senu's clearly not gonna go anywhere. Briar Pack Alpha again, sure. 7/8 Vigilance. Not even gonna bother attacking though. I mean, this can just block it and no-sell it. Anyways, yeah, I know I have him here. Maybe we'll get a few more cards this time. Yeah, we will. Just anything I want to keep. Underground Sea. I already own that. Yeah, funny how the wolf has Underground Sea of all things. Okay, I want to see if I can grab some of this treasure without another fight. Apparently I can't move, though. I'll just do F4, exit to the world map. For some reason, I just got stuck and couldn't move. Trying to see if that thing is following me. I'll fight... I guess we'll fight this. Turn 1 Senu. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, that seems fair. Pass. I'll just throw a counterspell at that random wolf. Okay, can I not actually play Aragorn yet? Can I do blue-red off Cascade Bluffs? And now I should be able to just cast this. Okay. Create a 2/2 green wolf when this enters. Don't even know if I'm gonna need to read the rest of this because I might just basically have the wolf dead by that point anyways. Don't really think the game is going to be going on for that much longer at this point. Whenever you attack, but okay, but he's not gonna attack though. And because I have Aragorn and I'm the Monarch, he's not gonna block either. Alright, so this is a legendary land. I'll probably keep it. This I'll probably just hold on to. I already own this one, so no sense keeping it. Order of the Golden Cricket. Am I reading that right? Apparently so. Alright, let's actually pick up this treasure now that nothing's in the way stopping me from picking it up. Whenever... Okay, so it's a 3/3 for 1 mana, but each opponent can just get like a free basic land from their deck. Each opponent gets the ramp. Yeah, letting my opponent be 1 turn ahead on mana. I don't believe it's worth it. Master Seymour, Benevolent Hydra. Benevolent Hydra, what does that do? Interesting, we'll hold on to this one. If I want to play a deck themed around the +1/+1 counters. Not really much going on there. It's not a whole lot going on there. Not really much to write home about. Worm Pond. Just this guy in the middle here, the Swamp Troll. Wait, 35 life? So you're saying we might actually be in for a challenge here, potentially? I guess we'll have to see just how good his deck actually is. Only one way to really find out. Alright, so far, nothing just yet. Protection from black. That's why I didn't attack with the Mother of Runes. That's why I just didn't want to attack yet. Create a number of food tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. Okay, so 1 food token. Sacrifice another non-land permanent. Gluttonous Troll gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay. I'll play Fanged Flames. 4 damage to this to kill it. Attack for 3 and then pass. Any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If a player does, tap Clackbridge Troll, you gain 3 life, and you draw a card. I mean, that stops it from attacking me, sure, but I don't want to just keep letting him draw cards for, like, minimal effort. I really wouldn't want to do that. Alright, let's just Parallax Wave this thing away and attack for 3. Again, we're gonna do, yeah. Mother of Runes gives herself protection from black to blank this. I see. Moth Rider Cavalry for 4. At least now I get to do some more extra damage. With all my creatures getting +1/+1. I got one more turn, I believe, before... No, another turn after that. Unless I get rid of something else with it before that just goes away. Finally playing my commander. It took long enough. 8 damage there, and counting. I'll have, yeah, one more turn with this. At this point, that's all I'll have. But by that point, I'll have, like, so many creatures out, it should be fine anyways. What's this 8/8 gonna do when I have this much of a board presence? Eat. To extinction. Targeting Aragorn, King of Gondor. I could just give him protection from black, too. I don't even think I'm gonna need to read all that at this point. Can't they just attack with everybody? And since I still have the crown, he can't even block. Yep, 21 damage right there. I'll keep that. There are some nice cards, but nothing else I really would that badly want to actually keep. Still some nice cards in there, though. Oh, is this a castle of some sort? A Beastmaster's study. Tree Folk. Let's duel the Tree Folk. We'll try this hand. As much as I wish I had something that could make red mana, though. I'm gonna put Ponder on the bottom. Yeah, just give me a land that can produce red. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, each of that player's opponents may draw a card. Mantis Rider, just Flying Vigilance Haste, attack for 3 in the air. Trample. And when it enters the battlefield, learn. Alright, Lightning Helix, target this Heartwood Storyteller. Put Mox Sapphire onto the battlefield just casually. Now let's attack for 3 again, flying. Sure, I'll take 5 damage. Flametongue Kavu is just gonna do 4 damage right here and kill the 5-4. So the 5-4 is gone. Dauntless Dorbark's power and toughness are each equal to the number of forests you control, plus the number of tree folk you control. And has trample as long as you control another... Yeah, there's another tree folk, so this has trample. Cast Aragorn. I mean, I don't know. At this point, I really gotta just do something. Attack with the creature that just flies over these anyways. At this point, yeah, I really gotta just do something now. Okay, there's another 3-3. I'll do Fanged Flames to kill that. And then Sheltered by Ghosts will... Anyways, we'll just do this here, like so. Attack with everybody. Okay, yeah, he can't block anyways. It's not like he can block. If I need mana fixing and Abzan colors, I'll hold on to this land. Okay, I think that's just like 83 gold or something. More treasure. Nothing too crazy in there. More treasure back here, if I can just go grab it. Not bad. You may, when Ethereal Elk enters the battlefield, you may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Vivian Nature's Avenger. If I need another, like, not too expensive way to get rid of an artifact or enchantment. I guess this dinosaur's also got me covered. Assuming I play green, that is, in the first place. That's assuming I actually play green. Who's this guy? Who's this, like, guy here? Oh, Master Green Wizard, who apparently I dueled one of these already? I'll just duel another. Alright, let's get our mountain with our Prismatic Vista. Okay, rampant growth, that's how that forest got there. Alright, just playing more stuff to ramp, apparently. I'll keep my mana up if I need to, just, I guess, put something back in my opponent's hand. Return target non-land permanent that opponent controls back to their hand. Just to slow them down. That will slow them down. Alright. Pass. Quicksilver Amulet again. This time I'll just go and actually counter it. Play the commander. And now I'm just gonna be drawing, well, like, one extra card every turn for free. Put a green creature card from your hand into play. Cast only if an opponent successfully casts a summon spell this turn. Hellkite Overlord. Okay, that's pretty big. Yeah, that should definitely be able to steal the crowd from me for at least one turn. Or I'll just put it on the bottom of her deck. Creatures can't block this turn anyways, so yeah. I'll just still attack as if that wasn't even there. So it will attack, I will just put it back on the bottom of their library. It's like as if none of that ever happened. Exactly as if nothing had happened. Alright, everything that can attack will. I'll probably have it in one more turn at this point. Destroy target non-creature permanent targeting. I'm not even really needing to use this anyway, so let that get destroyed. Again, kind of just slim pickings there. A Depth Green Wizard, so that's who this is. I was wondering who this was. We'll keep that hand. We'll try this. Okay, I see. So that's what that does. I don't know, because I like all these cards, in fact. I like all these cards, actually, as a matter of fact. Aggressive Mammoth, 2 Forests, and Vivian Reed. So that's what's in this wizard's hand. I'll just pass. I'll just play this directly as a creature. Anyways, pass. This is gonna probably be Vivian Reed, right? Dovin's Veto, just counter it. I'm thinking next is probably going to be the Aggressive Mammoth, or it could be this, search for another copy of the Clan Caller. I guess we'll just see what happens next. Oh, Gigantosaurus, never mind. I'll just throw a counterspell at that instead. We'll delve every card in my graveyard away, so I can just draw 3 cards for a single mana. I'm gonna win without even needing to cast the commander at this point. Oh, perfect. Approach from behind. That way, if it does charge, at least you aren't in front of it. Essence Scatter. Just counter it. Yeah, these big scary creatures. Ha. Yeah, if I could just, like, counter them for far less mana, big whoop. Each tooth is the length of a horse, and new ones grow in every 16 days. Each tooth is the length of a horse, and they grow in every 16 days. Yeah, let's get a closer look. Yeah, let's just go look at it. Anyways, I'm sure that thing would just have no problem killing us, but let's look at it anyways. Alright, whatever Vivian Reed wants to do, I guess. Just let her do it. I'm not one to tell her how to live her life. Okay, now we're coming into some more money again. And more cards, but also, pretty importantly, more money. Yeah, I know I have this already. Oh look, it's a 1/1 for 1 green that... It's an elf that doesn't actually tap for mana. Oh, add 1... But you have to pay 1 mana first, too. This doesn't make mana, just filters it into mana of any color. It just filters it into whatever color you might need. At that point, I'll just play Birds of Paradise. At that point, can we just play Jace? I meant, like, can we play Birds of Paradise? Okay, yeah, I do already have Dora in the Siege Tower. Assuming I actually want to play a deck focused on that. Modern Vault. Modern Horizons 2? I think this pack can contain some fetch lands and also just some really good modern staples in general. Not just for modern, but just in general, you can get some really good cards out of that, so... Okay, we'll try Lord of the Rings also. Okay, and a Modern Horizons 3, I'll take that too. I want to see if any more Modern Horizons packs show up before I run out of mana shards again. Okay, Horizons 3. And I think I'll just, for now, stop here. Yeah, this is still 5 packs to open. That's like plenty of packs to open. Damn. So for 2 mana, I can destroy 1 creature, or for 2 and 2 white, can destroy all of them. I'm definitely gonna keep this. I like the flexibility it has on. I love the flexibility this offers. Okay, I already own that. I need to just get, like, if I want to play Rafine again, reanimate stuff, but need to get my big creatures in the... Okay, Rafine is just a discard outlet. Unless I can't keep her on the field, that is. But even then, I'm still gonna keep this regardless. I'll just go through the rest of the Horizon sets. Yeah, I'm seeing 2 cards I already want to keep because... I mean, this is a terrible rate for killing a creature, but... It's a land on the back if you need that. And if you don't need a land, yeah, you can kill something still with this. And this is like almost the same as this, but for artifacts and enchantments, which is also, of course, a land on the back. Snow-covered wastes. And the rare Roshin Roaring Prophet. Something to do with cards with mana cost that contain X. I don't think I'm building towards that, though, most likely. I'll probably keep this. I could just 1 mana do 3 damage to something. That would be really good in mono black, where your mana base is just like over 90% of it is swamps. And the rare? Party Thrasher. I think I'll just keep that too for now. Alright, so let's see what we can do with Lord of the Rings here. Lorien revealed, okay, that's good. Just another, like, yeah, generally a really good card you can just throw in just about... I mean, if you don't get the 5 mana, or you don't need to draw 3 cards that badly, you draw this super early in the game, can just island cycle, or if you don't need the island, just draw 3. At 2 mana, any combination of colors, spend that to only cast legendary spells. I guess I can also keep the swamp as well. Do I recognize anything good in these commons here? A deck can have up to 9 cards named Nazgul. And the rare... Oh, Gandalf the White. You may cast legendary spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. If a legendary permanent or an artifact entering or leaving causes the triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, its trigger is an additional time. Yeah, that sounds cool. Don't think I'm going to be trying to amass 9 copies of 1 card. I don't think I want to try that necessarily. So yeah, more cool stuff just coming into our collection. Yeah, a few more nice odds and ends just coming into our collection right now. Whenever it attacks while you... Okay, so while you don't control another dinosaur, put a stun counter on it. Okay, so basically it doesn't untap during the next, well, untap step. Oh, hey, the Green Castle. I still don't feel like going there tonight, though, but... So yeah, that's where the Green Castle is. If I want to play an elf deck, I'll pick that up. Or just any deck with a lot of creatures, and if I also play a lot of elves to help me with mana wrapping. I mean, yeah, might as well just grab that now. Just to see what booster drafts are available in some of these towns here. Oh, this is the first Modern Masters, right? That's the very first one that's available here. 9th edition. Oh, Avatar: The Last Airbender. That was only just like a few months ago. This was, I believe, 2022. 9th edition. Okay, now we're going back to 2000. Now we're going back to 2005. Alright, what's going on around... Yeah, around here. What do we have going on around here? I want to see. And I'm running low on mana shards. I should actually really just try and start saving these up again at this point. Still a lot of... I don't know, just want to see what cards they got for sale. I always want to just look at cards they have for sale. I might find something amazing. Two mana, search for a legendary creature card, I might as well take that. I'm gonna go... yeah, I'm gonna go down here. Okay, 5 color cards. Oh, that's from... yeah, that's from, like, the original Magic the Gathering Micropro... the one by Microprose. And pretty much exclusive to that game, and apparently it was coded into Forge Adventure as well. Choose a random creature type from those in your opponent's deck, and then pay 2 tap to... yeah, once it just randomly picks a creature type to go after, destroy target creature in play of the chosen type. It can't be regenerated. Alright, I see a land shop. I don't know how many Urza Sagas I'm gonna see for sale. Despite the fact that, yeah, I already own an Urza Saga. Whenever you play a creature spell this turn, you may draw a card. I have a deck I want to build that just plays a lot of creatures. So I suppose that is worth picking up for that deck. Yeah, if I can ever find Animar Soul of Elements and put the deck together, it's gonna have a lot of creatures. Play an extra land on each of your turns, and you can play the top card of your library if it's a land card. Yeah, I'd be down to play that. When this creature enters, you may discard a card. If you do, search your library for any creature card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And if I need to untap stuff, I could do that too. Yeah, I'm aware of the Formidable Speaker, and I'm like, I see that there, and I'm like, yeah, I want to pick that up. I'll pick that up for pretty much any green deck. There's a lot of green decks. It's just, there's pretty much almost any green deck I'd want to play that in. Okay, yeah, I have this already, just a different version of it. Oh, really? A Worldly Tutor for sale? I'll pick up the Worldly Tutor. Lord of the Rings? I'm just seeing what they have, what is being drafted in some of these towns here. Cold Snap. Okay, that's pretty cool. If I just get to a creature with 4 power greater, this is gonna make 4 mana instead of 1. Am I really gonna need something that counters white spells that badly now that I've already defeated the... I've already done the White Castle. I mean, if I hadn't done the White Castle yet, I for sure would be picking that up. Just, it'll be nice to have to just side in against the mono-white deck. But I've already defeated all, like, the toughest opponents that play white, so it's, like, a little late to be finding that. Okay, I'm just gonna casually find a Sensei's Dividing Top for sale, which I already own and I'm still doing absolutely nothing with it. Oh, hey, it's my old Colonian Behemoth. Not that I need Colonia Behemoth anymore. Flowering of the White Tree. Legendary creatures you control get +2/+1 and have Ward 1. Non-legendary creatures you control get +1/+1. Yeah, if I just want to play that deck full of legendary creatures, then that would be very ideal to pick up. AG? What language is this? Is that Greek? Something Cleopatra? Yeah, it looks like it's all Greek to me. I don't know, does anyone speak Greek? That could at least explain, like, what I just found. Each creature spell you cast with toughness greater than its power costs 1 less to cast. Whenever a creature you control attacks or blocks, it gets +X until end of turn, where X is the difference between its power and toughness. Again, I might do the Toughness Matters deck in this playthrough as well. That would just be like another card to add to it. If I want to do the Toughness Matters deck in black, green, white colors, that's another card that can just go in. Golgari Grave Troll. Even though I'm not really trying to play Dredge or anything. That was still definitely very interesting to just see there for sale. A land that I can play that makes it so, like, yeah, if I just pay 1 blue and then tap this, my next spell I cast this turn can't be countered. And I also want to grab this Horizon Canopy while I'm here, too. Yeah, I saw the Maelstrom Pulse, and I immediately went to go buy it. 3 mana, destroy any non-land permanent. And all other non-land permanents with the same name as that could also totally come up as well. The fact that I could get multiple cards at the same time, that could also come up. Even if I don't, I still have so much flexibility with what I can kill with that. Even if more often than not, I don't get like multiple cards in one shot with that. We got a random village out here. So it's like, what is even going on out here exactly? When this enters the battlefield, choose up the 1 target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn, and then you can just return it back to your hand. And then something about the ring tempting us. Oh wow, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Yeah, except I don't really think maybe I do have ways to ramp into it. Yeah, barely even have enough mana shards to use these teleports. It just dawned on me. I can barely even, like, teleport around at this point. But even then, it's getting really late, so I probably want to just give it a rest real soon anyways. Probably, like, really shortly just gonna call it a night. Well, we're at this town that actually have some, like, reputation in. I'm gonna just sell whatever cards I don't think I'm gonna need. I'll keep this for now. I have, like, enough really good creatures to just revive from my graveyard anyway, so I think this can go. Don't think I need Ash Barrens to fix my mana for me anymore at this point. I'm pretty sure we're, like, past that. I feel like by now we're well past that point. I'll sell the Cadaverous Bloom. 5 mana just to play it is kind of a lot. Didn't start to really not have a feeling I was ever actually going to do anything with that at that point. I think same goes for maybe we'll come back to this one later. Don't even remember how I got that card into my collection anyways. 2 Devoted Druids. Mulligan, here, we only need 1. I completely forgot I had this too lying around. I don't, even with a dedicated discard deck, and even with a dedicated, like, draw discard engine in my command zone for Raffine, I don't think we're gonna make this work after all. I don't think we're gonna bother trying to make that work. I think comboing off with that is also a little bit too much of a pipe dream. I got that much for the Giant Badger, apparently. That land always enters tapped, I'll just sell it off. Not sure how I got that Antelope. Yeah, the basic lands are gonna get basically nothing for that. It's not gonna be worth it. Mox Amber, Mox Cat, Mox Opal. Noble Hierarch, Notion Thief. I already have other cards that can just clear out all enchantments, so we'll sell that off. I don't think I'm ever gonna use the scroll rack, let's be honest. I know the card was good back in the day. I just don't think I'm gonna be playing with all these other options at my disposal at this point. With all the other options I have to go around, I don't think we're gonna need that, really. Oh, I still have, like, the basic swamps from Revised. From when I got to draft that in this game. I'll keep only one of the Tinder Walls. Forgot I had this too that can just revive a creature in the land slot. I need more mana shards to even look at the booster packs. Well, at least to make different ones show up in the shop anyways. Alright, that's also definitely a way to get mana shards. That's another way to do it. If I have gold to spare and I don't mind spending it, that's another way to get there. Blue booster packs. I want to do this. Okay, I guess we'll just get 6 for now. Because apparently that's all I can afford. I'll just do these 6 and then that'll be a wrap. I already own a Trinket Mage, I believe. I'll just double check. Dorothy, Vengeful Victim. Whenever this attacker blocks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. And what's on the backside? Okay, I see. I'll keep that too, I suppose, for now. In case I didn't already own one of these, and maybe I'll play Sleight of Hand, maybe. Okay, this is a legendary land that can return itself to its owner's hand. I'll still keep it by virtue of it being a legendary land, sure. I already have Edric. Okay, I guess I got Propaganda back. Island. And Aboleth spawn. Whenever a creature entering the battlefield under an opponent's control causes a triggered ability of that creature to trigger, you may copy that ability. I do like the sound of that. Oh, okay. Counter target spell if it's red, or destroy target permanent if it's red, for 1 blue. I like that. don't really think I need the rest of these cards too badly. The rest of these aren't looking too exciting. Mainly just the Hydroblast to run against the red deck. That's a really nice looking Flooded Grove. Alright, it's just basically like a land that can fix mana for me. Always comes in untapped. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, so I'm not gonna open any more packs than this. Kinda got excited for a second when I saw, like, the old bordered card in the rare slot. I was thinking maybe we hit the jackpot, but no, it's... Tap all opponent's lands, taking all this mana, and all mana in your opponent's mana pool into your mana pool. I'll probably still be fine without this. Sounds like fun, though, but I'll probably be fine without it. Let me just sell off the excess cards I don't want to keep. I still got like a majority of the money I spent back. I still really would like to find Animar Soul of Elements and just put the deck together. Yeah, put together one of my favorite commanders of all time into Forge Adventure mode, but we don't need to rush this. So we'll just, because it's getting really, yeah. As much as I want to do more dueling, I'm much too tired to keep playing, and especially, probably, yeah, much too tired to actually hop into another game or two, so we'll just stop here.